back to another episode of Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Last episode, we defeated Girahim, but we were too late. Demise got resurrected. And right now, Zelda is all injured and sleeping again. But now we need to go defeat Demise. But before we do that, we need to get ready. We need to be prepared for that fight. And since I don't have a shield, I think I'll be able to find a shield around here. And by doing so, we need to talk to this guy because I'm back at Lonaroo because he has a side quest that we wanted to do. And honestly, he has 2 good rewards. If we do these challenges, we'll be able to get those rewards. So, yippee on that. You might be wondering, how do I know this if it's a blind Let's Play? My friend told me. You're a true hero. That's the spirit. Then if you would permit me, I'll take a peek at your past experiences. Alright then. Indeed. And you have done some amazing things like battling fierce foes and overcoming the daunting trials of the Silent Realm. Alright then, based on those experiences, you can choose one of those 2 exciting challenges. Which one would you like to try? Pick whichever you want. A Silent Realm or Battle. So I believe the Silent Realms is just for you so that you can continue getting materials for your gadgets with the dust stones and stuff like that. But honestly, that's cool if you end up like wanting to go do the Silent Realm again. You can always do this. But however, we're interested in the battle. Let's do battle. You want to do battle? Fantastic. I like your moxie. Because you chose battle, I will select for only the toughest opponents you've ever faced. And I will use my power to recreate the same battle, so you can face your greatest enemies once more. Exactly right. This guy seems like he was gonna give us boss battles. We're gonna have to face waves of bosses. And honestly, that might be boring for some of you, because sometimes we're not gonna face the imprisoned one again and fighting him multiple times. For the sake of this video, whenever it comes to the imprisoned one, I will cut it. If it's just a regular imprisoned fight, I will cut it. But if it's an imprisoned fight with him with the wings again, I will show that off because I feel like that's awesome. But otherwise, if it's other boss battles and stuff like that, I will show it off because I feel like with our advanced sword, we'll be able to defeat them without any issues. Anyways, you're being a good sport, so I'll reward you. Do well enough, and I might give you something truly special. An absurdly sturdy shield. And that's right, he does give us that. And I'm excited for that. Oh, but if you lose, well, let's just say that isn't just a game. If you lose, it's all over. Game over, legit. You won't be able to be going home in one piece. Still interested? I am. We got it. Spoken like a warrior. I liked it. I like it. All right then. Which period of your journey would you like to face an enemy from? We can choose. Later on, the middle, or the beginning. The beginning is where we fought that fought Girahim, if you remember correctly. Later on is the one that we fought recently, Girahim. And the middle, we fought Girahim in the middle. Actually, not, just kidding. We fought who did we fight? I think the middle will be the multi-hand guy, right? I think so, right? But I might be mistaken. But I want to do in chronological order. In the meantime, I don't know. I don't know how I'm feeling. Because some of these battles, I do want to talk over and talk to you guys. And do give a proper analysis? No. My final thoughts of the game. So I don't know if I might be doing a voiceover or straight up just talking while I'm fighting. Because part of me expects like I might do well, but another part of me feels like I'm gonna be distracted. So, from the beginning of your journey, huh? In that case, let's see. Here we go. These guys are pretty tough. Which one would you like to face? Girahim, Skaldera, the Imprisoned, or Maldarach? I think Skaldera was the I don't know. I don't think that's Scorpion. This one's the Scorpion, right? And this one's the big rock guy. I don't know, but we're gonna fight Girahim because I still wanna kick his ass. I'm mad about that, by the way. Girahim it is! He's a creepy guy you fought in Skyward Temple. Oh, I forgot to tell you something. The only items you can use in battles, the items you would have at that time. Yep, that's it. Exactly. So with the we can't use bombs, we can't use arrows because we don't even have that. And also pouch items are prohibited. So we can't use our items, our potions, which is good because we weren't really planning on doing that either way. I know that sounds really hard, but you fought these guys once before. So I've got to keep it interesting. Maybe I'm being a little bit rough around here on you here. Tell you what, I'll let you take the shield you currently have equipped. I don't have a shield, so I currently have equipped. You all set? You got a shield and everything? If you're ready, we're going to do this for real. Are we ready? Yes, we're ready. And I don't have a shield, by the way. Psych yourself up. Psych, you can't have the shield. I'm just kidding. And it seems like I'm gonna have to actually do voiceover because I can't really talk and play at the same time because with the motion controls, and that's the first thing I want to talk about, is the motion controls. I really did struggle with playing with motion controls. And I know I've been like a broken record every now and then when I talk about complaining about the motion controls and everything. But it is true. It is true. This game would have been such a masterpiece if it weren't for the controls. Every time when I try to talk, every time when I try to commentate, it really is the controls where I just wanted to swing a specific way. And don't get me wrong, I know some people do struggle with controls and everything when it comes to let's play and commentary and whenever focusing on the game and stuff like that. They try to be active and entertaining. But this game shouldn't make it this hard to at least play, because despite if it's not with commentary, the controls are my biggest gripe of the game. Realistically, if I were have to rate it, it'd be a number 3 out of 10, honestly. But regardless, despite moving past the controls, I love the game. I really do. Would I play this game again? A part of me would be hesitant. I would be hesitant because the controls are just the only thing I don't like, and I don't understand why they had to make it this way when it comes to button only with the controller, because I feel like they could have handled that better, but I guess not, realistically. And so, but that's as I already complained many times about the motion controls. That's all I have to say, because I don't want to sound like a broken record. But anyways, so yeah, as you see here, I'm gonna do mostly voiceover on my final thoughts and analysis. And don't worry, I won't spoil it ahead. I've already beat the game at this point. Like past me is already still fighting and everything, but for current me right now, I've already beat the game. And I love it, but I won't spoil it too much. But I will dive into more about whether it be characters and how my thoughts on the project when I started recording and let's playing this. But anyways, I'm gonna meet you guys. Let past me talk. Well, Link, that was incredible. You're quite a warrior. Here's how long it took you to finish Girahim. 2 minutes. Hey, you know what? That was your first time reliving that battle. Let's celebrate with a prize from your efforts. So every time we defeat one, we get actually a prize. Kind of cool. By the way, Link, what do you think about trying another battle right now? We are gonna do that, and I wouldn't ask you if there wasn't another reward on the table. In fact, the more battles you win, the better your reward when you finish. As I mentioned before, I got lots rewards, including absurdly sturdy shield. Makes you want to leap right into another fight. Doesn't it? It does, kind of. However, I bet you can see where I'm going with this if you fell. That's the end of our little game. And keep in mind that your shield durability and hearts will carry over to the battle next. To battle. Oh, shit. Really? That's gonna be hard. It makes the battles more exciting. Quit now, and you'll get yourself a not too shabby 20 rubies, which we already have. But no, we're gonna continue on. Small treasure, but no, we're going to keep going. So now you get to look forward to finding out who your opponent is to start each battle. But enough chatter. Let's get the next fight started. So we're gonna get each fight. It's gonna be different. And honestly, I think it's gonna be in order because of the way we did it. But otherwise, I think we should be fine. And sorry if my audio sounds different compared to the other voiceover. I try to do the voiceover on DaVinci, which is the software I've been editing, but so far it doesn't really pick up or been getting my my audio and has been glitching out a bit. So I'm making my computer glitch out. So I'm gonna do this on the old-fashioned way with the OBS and everything. But anyways, the next thing I want to talk about is the gadgets and the utilization with them. I love the gadgets. I love how everything has gone for the gadgets, honestly, and this how this game. So with the gadgets, what I love about them is that whenever were introduced with the beetle, which is honestly the best gadget in my opinion of the game that they ever introduced, and then it came with the blower, with the dust blower, and also the whip and everything. Those were really good gadgets that they ended up introducing that we are able to use along with the core ones with the bow and arrow and the hook shot there that they always make the appearance in other Zelda games. But my only problem is that the utilization for them. I love the gadgets, but honestly, I kind of felt like the game developers were kind of forgot about them. Because with the when I mean by utilization, it's like whenever we first got introduced with these gadgets, we were using them like for a bit of that for a bit of that dungeon, and with the dust blower we used it for the boss fight as well. But other than that, they became completely useless. For example, the whip, because when it comes with the whip, it was just there so we are able to swing, but later on it gets overshadowed with the hook shot, in which it makes no sense because why they ever introduced that in the first place. And then later on, it was never used again up until we needed to be like, oh, Link can't jump that high. Let me use the whip to bring down the lever. It makes no sense why they ended up just side. It kind of felt like whenever they were getting close to the game at the end, at its ending and everything, the game developers ended up forgetting like, oh, we have this. Well, let's sneak it in right here. It's a little puzzle. It was just out of the blue. And then later on with even though I love the Beatles so much, the one part where we ended up going Lanru and getting the key from a random cliff, and we needed the beetle to get it. Why couldn't we have done that all the time? Why wasn't there more puzzles with that? I feel like they could have done more with stuff like that. And honestly, what a better way to fix that they could have done is with the utilization with these gadgets, not just introducing them with not just introducing them. Not by just adding more puzzles to them for them. They could have done them for mini games. We could have used them for mini games, like with the beetle going through, flying around, making sure he goes to every circles or every rings and getting points for that. That could have been a mini game. That could have been a piece of art, along with the whip or with the dust blower. When you're trying to, with the dust blower, you're out at sea and you're trying to make sure you win a race, and you're using the dust blower to help you out and help you like maneuver during any racetrack. And with the whip, they could have just done a lot of stuff, like it'd be like stealing items from enemies and stuff like that. That could have been a mini game as well. But however, the utilization with these gadgets were very underwhelming, and honestly, I kind of wish they were used more frequently rather than used up until the last dungeon, which was the hero's trial. And that wasn't even a dungeon or a trial. It was just mostly, do you remember? Like pop quiz. Did you remember about this item? That it can do this. It can do that. Like, it was really pointless, and I kind of wish that they did more with these gadgets. But the next time you see me, I'll be talking about boss fights. And I'm back. But the next one you'll net you a fabulous piece of heart. What'll it be? Do you want it to continue? Actually, that's what we actually want, because this is gonna be the last piece of heart. If we do this, we'll be able to get a piece of heart. And by the way, you have to quit. So we have to do this first and then quit. Then we can get a free piece of heart. So making sure that these rewards are really good. It can either offer you a lot of rupees, a lot of money, but also it can give you like a good thing. The max good thing would be the shield. But otherwise, the piece of heart is really good. So making sure to quit and then go do the challenge again. So yeah, anyways, back to my voiceover. Now, when it comes to the boss fights of this game, they were very, Very good, honestly. I do love the boss fights. I love it when our first fight was with Girahim. It was such an epic. It was shows like how our skills are with our sword and everything. And honestly, since we were a beginner during the time for the first time, it was kind of funny. But either way, but as we progressed through each boss fight, were very clever. But honestly, it kind of felt like they followed this same pattern regardless, except for Girahim, obviously, and then also the imprisoned one. Almost every boss fight was about hit its eye, and that's mostly it. When it comes to the big squid, you have to aim for its eye. When it comes for that for the lava monster, hit its eye. When it comes to the scorpions, guess what? Hit its eye. And even though the whole golden statue thing or whatever that soldier was, even though it didn't have an eye, it kind of felt like it did because that whole the whole core was practically an eye, and you had to attack it. It felt like it was clever boss fights to say the least, and clever ways to fight and use our gadgets. But the only thing was just attack its eye. That's its weak point, rather than like attack its other points. But I guess that's normally how Zelda games are most of the majority of the time, because some of the boss fights in other games happen like attack its eye, that's this weak point, that's where you aim. But regardless, I felt like they could have done more. They really could have done more. And the only boss fights that you didn't require to hit its eye and have different weak points was Girahim, and also the imprisoned one, and also like in every form of it. I felt like they could have done better with that, in my opinion. But anyways, regardless though, I did have fun fighting them. There's some ones like I had high stakes and kind of felt made myself feel scary. For example, the the squid guy. But honestly though, I still enjoy all of them. If only, like I said, I know I don't want to be a broken record, but the motion controls made it hard at times. But either way, it was very good, clever, especially all the Girahim fights too, because Girahim was such a menace, and honestly, it felt like it. And it was, even though it made me angry at times, it was a very good challenge, and I really enjoyed that. So I really am grateful that that this game had like fun boss fights, honestly, and boss fights that I haven't really encountered. Even though they followed the same formula, it was still unique regardless in their own aspects. So there's that. And now let me talk about the characters in this game. The characters, I love them all. I really do love them all. Gruz was such a good bully, honestly, when he was first introduced. He was like a funny character, but there was so much depth to him. There was so much depth, and honestly, he had his own character development off screen and everything. But every time when we visit him, we can just see how much he has changed. He was no longer the bully. He was no longer the one that was gunning for Zelda the whole time. He was the one. Ended up becoming a man that we all respect, that we grew to respect. He became an adult. Honestly, he was able to take responsibility, or not really take responsibility, make himself feel useful. He saw that he was not worthy of becoming the hero that he claims to be or wanted to be, and also was jealous of Link, that he was the chosen one. But he clearly saw his faults, his how useless he is, but he ended up changing for the better, where he's like, I'm not gonna sit around here to do something. I gonna help Link in my own way, which he ended up doing. He ended up making do his new toy, the Grusinator, which helped us out. And later on, you will see in cutscenes. Oh, and actually no, we've already seen in cutscenes. He's willing to step up and protect the old one from getting hurt from Girahim. He was willing to go catch Zelda. He was willing to put his life on the line for both Link and Zelda. And he's doing it for himself, because for himself and for his newfound friends that he didn't expect he was gonna make with Link and everything. Which honestly, he became like my favorite character. And honestly, any other characters too, with the old one, Impa, I kind of wish we had more screen time with them, but regardless, they were really good characters. With the old one, having it be her be just helping us on our journey, giving us advice, and also being the one, being the core sole confidant for Gruz to making a change for himself. That really speaks volumes, even if it wasn't captured on screen or in a cutscene. It still represents her character as well. And Impa being the one that actually made Link like wake the fuck up. Like you can't be like a slouch. You can't be late the whole time. You have to be there on time. You have to show urgency and be serious about it. I love that. I really did love that wake up call, even though it made me upset for her to say that to Link. It's something that Link needed to hear, and I'm happy. And then there's Zelda, honestly. And Zelda is such a wonderful character in this game. It really was, and it was shocked to see how they were actually planning. I thought she was gonna be, oh, she was and she's not the goddess Hylia, but more like a descendant to her. But no, they made straight up made her like she is the Hylia. She is the goddess Hylia, reborn as a human. And honestly, that was such a unique twist that they introduced in this game. I know she's always already been a descendant and everything, but she wasn't known as the goddess that the whole franchise has been talking about over the years, over each game. And honestly, it was such a good twist, in my opinion. And but regardless, even though she is known as the goddess Hylia, she is still her own character. She is still Zelda, and on and I don't know what made it me fall for this character, because usually all the others Zeldas in the other games don't make me want me don't and make me feel a certain way for them, but this one captured my heart. Honestly, it captured my heartstrings. It captured my emotions, and I was rooting for her, and I felt so bad um, whenever she was in trouble, whenever she was in despair, because she I don't know what Nintendo did with this character, but honestly, not only with her, but with Link as well, their relationship was so beautiful, honestly, in my opinion, and and I really wish we got to see more of that. We got to see more of those interactions during the beginning of the game, but regardless, it kind of shows from the beginning of the game they are a thing, and up to the end, they are still a thing, and it's and I can see that this whole point of the game was mostly just to save her. There was still some stuff like and some side stuff and everything, but the main reason why Link is doing that is not because of his it was destined to be. It was his destiny. He was the chosen one, or he's the chosen hero, whatever you call him. He's still Link. He's not the chosen hero. He's just a boy who's doing his best to go save the girl he loves. And I know I might be might be overdoing it with the love thing, because usually Nintendo doesn't really explore that aspect, but you could just clearly see there's something. There is something in that relationship between Link and Zelda, and it was it was beautifully done, honestly, in my opinion. And along with the other side characters, with the dragons, with the Zelda's dad, Kaipora, the people in Skyloft, the people, the Kiwis and the Gorons, they're very well done. But I kind of wish that they had more screen time, more interactions and stuff like that. And also, and even though Gorok, I forgot his name again, was such a cool character, he was just mostly there just to for like, little side stuff like the goddess cubes and stuff like that. But either way, they really did well with their characters and their cast of everything. But I kind of wish that they introduced more, to say the least, and probably just I don't know, maybe had more side quests rather than just the people in Skyloft, because those side quests were really well done and everything. And don't get me started with the side quests. I love the side quests of this game. None of them felt boring. None of them felt tedious. Even though the only things I felt tedious were the ones that we needed to collect, like go cut me my crystal ball, like our new crystal ball, like go get me of plant life that we have not seen before. I kind of wish that they, I kind of wish that those weren't really a thing, but otherwise, despite those side quests with the that required with Scrapper, they were good side quests nonetheless, and I really did enjoy them. And it gets to like bring more life, but I kind of wish there were more side quests, not just from the sky, but more from the ground with the magmas, with the Gorons, with the Kiwis, stuff like that. But oh well, I guess you can't really. I guess that would be asking too much, but regardless, I still enjoyed the cast and the side quests and stuff like that. The next part, I'm gonna finally talk about the Let's Play, my Let's Play as a whole. And this is where we quit for now because we do want that piece of heart. And while we get the piece of heart, we completed one heart container. Let's go. And we're missing kind of like one one um heart medal. So eventually we'll find that soon. So now that we quit, now we can just finally continue on. By the way, if you end up like completing all the challenges, you won't get all the rewards. You only get the rewards he's telling you. If you quit now, you get this reward. So making sure it's important to just like quit when he offers you that. But with this one, however, yeah, you have to be able to continue doing the fight again and over. So yeah, on that. So anyways, back to the voiceover or whatever we're doing, honestly. So BRB. As we're coming to a near of this boss rush and also my final analysis of the whole game, I haven't really given my thoughts of the project in whole. I mean, I've always said that I love the game. I really do. I love the game, but the controls kind of suck. But making the project itself really has like brightened up my whole year, honestly. Even though the year hasn't been over, even though we barely started, honestly, we're still in the midway. But realistically, this Let's Play of mine for Skyward Sword felt like a turning point for me when it comes to my channel. I do feel like this is still gonna, regardless of how well this does with this whole series, and how well it will do in the future, and hopefully by the time by next year or the year after that, it's still being watched. I really love making this whole series as a whole, and I hope it gets enough recognition as well. I get that this whole series gets a lot of recognition in general because I really did enjoy it. I put like my heart into this whole Let's Play series, even though it wasn't too much editing and stuff like that. But I really did enjoy playing it. Whenever I first started doing this Let's Play, and then also having it be play and also playing Pokemon Leaf Green at the same time when this series went up. I enjoyed every time if I get upset with Pokemon, I switch to Zelda. If I get upset to Zelda, I switch to Pokemon, and vice versa. But every time when I make these videos, usually in the past with the past series, I always felt like like, oh god, I have to make another video of this. I can't wait, whatever. Like all pissed off or like annoyed because there's some like when it came to with Pokemon Legends ZA, I didn't really like it that much because I was like every time I want to start to record, I was like I was like in agony because I didn't want to do a video of that. But when it came to Zelda, despite of its motion controls and despite how many times I get angry of the game, I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. And every time when I do a recording session, I'm like, I can't wait to do this. I can't wait to play this game and every time when I work throughout the whole week, part of me always thinks like I want to get back into it. I want to get back to playing the game. And and I have to say thank you to all you guys who supported this series, who liked watching this series, whether you watched it through the actual video or through clips that you found on YouTube Shorts or TikTok and Instagram. Thank you so much for your support, for watching it, and also leaving the likes and saves on them because it really makes my day, especially when someone saves it. It makes me feel like, wow, they really enjoyed this this video that so much that they ended up saving it so they can watch it again or share it with someone else. It really brightens up my day, and also whenever I read the comments, and sometimes some of the comments are like, you sound like this person, and I'm like, I don't know who that is, but thank you regardless. Every now and then when I read the comments, it really makes my day, and with the positivity. Even though I'm not, well, this is going up, I'm not big, honestly, but regardless, it made me felt like I'm being seen, being seen, and I do feel big. Like I have a huge following, but either way, thank you so much for this whole series. You guys made it the best, honestly. And even though the game and me with my always over the top reactions and stuff like that, it was you guys that actually made this game much enjoyable. And actually, it was able to, while making this video series and this whole let's play and posting clips, I had so much fun. And also, it not only introduced me to some of you guys, but it got me had a constant viewership. Regardless, I recognize some of the people who comment or like my videos. I'm like, oh, this person followed me, and had they been coming back and liking my videos. So it's nice to see like a reoccurrence. I was gonna say customers, reoccurrence customers, but no. What's that word? Um, Whenever there's a word for it. My usuals or whatever it's called. But it's nice to see. I get to see the recurring viewers come back every so often, and I thank you for that, and also for that one person who told me that they are enjoying my series when I mentioned before when I did the thank you to that. Thank you again for sticking around, and hopefully you're still sticking around, and hopefully you can continue sticking around with my next couple series that I plan on doing. And get me wrong, I am gonna continue on making videos, but for the bit with Legend of Zelda, once this is over, I'm gonna take a break, and maybe next year or by the end of the year, I'll probably start my next Let's Play for Legend of Zelda. But until then, I'm just gonna focus on other games. But either way, thank you so much for making this whole series enjoyable, and hopefully hopefully the next couple series that ends up being posted will do good as well. There was something else I wanted to say, but I can't remember. Oh, I just remembered. If there's a little clap right there, it's just no. It took me a moment to try to remember something, but and thank you for those who ended up subscribing to me, for those who came from TikTok, who came from Instagram, or who found me through YouTube Shorts. Thank you for subscribing to me, and I hope that you'll continue to stick around and hopefully see my upcoming things, because during this whole Let's Play, along with the Pokemon one, we managed to reach 100 subscribers, and honestly, and not only that, we're going over now too, so I'm happy about that. But I never got the chance to like make a video or make something like this, and I don't know if I should still continue, maybe make a short or a freaking TikTok of this, but regardless, I want to slip in on this one. Thank you for so much for helping me out, and hopefully when this is being watched in 2 years or three, we reach a higher number. But regardless, I'm just celebrating the little goals for now, the little steps by steps. But thank you so much for helping me reach to this number, and hopefully we can continue growing together, and hopefully we can make a good community while we're at it. But thank you so much. But yeah, this whole series was a really great one. I think, in my opinion, if has been my favorite Let's Play so far. Not as a content creator, but more like as a viewer myself, because whenever I look back at these videos when I'm editing, I don't know, part of me also feels like I'm also a viewer and like, oh my god, oh my god, I'm so funny or whatever. Like I'm really enjoying this whole series. Usually when it comes to my other series, I don't really enjoy it, or just fall asleep whenever I watch my videos I make. But this one has got me hooked as well, so I'm glad that I was able to experience both sides, honestly. But anyways, thank you so much for everything, and hopefully in the next couple series next couple Let's Plays will be able to be the same or even better. Who knows? But thank you so much for watching, and I'll let present me, or not present me. This is present me. I'll let past me continue on with the rest of the video and see what else we'll have to do around on Skyward as well after we complete this boss rush. So, see ya. And now we're on the final one, and hopefully my voiceover already ended, because this is gonna be the final one, and I hated this one. I've been so pissed off. And in the recordings, like when you see me fighting them, you see how I'm like, in the voiceover I sound more happy. It's because of, but during this whole time, I'm just being pissed off because the motion controls don't want to work with how I wanted to work. And after this fight, we'll be able to get our finally be able to, and we're fighting this guy again. Fuck, we'll be able to get our shield now, and honestly, it's probably for the best. Like, shit, and no, please, I have to survive this one because legit, otherwise, it's not gonna end up working. And there you go. And since we do have the Master Sword, it does more damage. Some of the bosses were really easy to do because they're just so smooth and everything. And, okay, how am I gonna do? Fuck it with the motion controls. I just do this and just have him be like, oh. And really, fuck, please, I swear, this fucking game doesn't fucking want me to play. I don't know what to do because legit, this is the one I wanted to do, like have redemption on. I think we should be fine. Like just one more hit, perfect combo with him, then we should be fine because he does this now. Because he does. Yep, I fucking knew it. Come on, look over here. Come on, please. Just, I want to win this now. I just really want to. Stop grabbing my sword. Come on. I have it right here. Like, oh. What? Why is that one like, nope. Oh, come on. Okay, cool. It's the final hit. Now we get the easy part. The easy part, which is his swords. That's it. We're good. We're golden now. Okay, come on. Let's see here. But yeah, like I hope I mentioned earlier already, like complaining about the motion controls. Like that is the only grind for this. The whole game would be perfect without the motion controls. But otherwise, yeah, other than that, 10 out of 10 game in my opinion. But otherwise, motion controls suck really bad. I wish it was never part of the game to begin with. I wish that, I know it was for the Wii and everything, but still, I wish it wasn't like this. And I wish they kind of changed it, and I kind of wish that I didn't got hit like that. Come on. No. Oh. Come on, how am I supposed to? Fuck you. Oh my god. I really don't want to die. I just don't want to die. I could just do this because this is not really necessary. Yep. And now, wait, he's gonna teleport, right? Or not? Oh, yeah, okay. Come on, teleport. It's so easy to hit you when you're teleporting, but come on, teleport. Come on. Oh, fuck. There you go, easy as that. So just deflect that. Come on, teleport. Oh. What are you doing, game? I swear, it doesn't want to do the fucking things I want it to do. And I swear, if it did the other thing, like the front forward thing. Oh, let's do it! Fuck you! And, back foot. Go. Are you kidding me? I just backflip too much. That's not what I wanted you to do, game. Come on. And there you go. GG. There's more boss fights, but honestly, we're not doing them. I don't fucking care. Thank God for this game for not letting me do all the boss fights. Otherwise, I'd be so pissed off. I'd be so annoyed. Quit now, you get the absorbers. Yes, I am quitting. If we don't quit, we'll just get different prizes. So it's better we quit. I wish we were able to get everything once we quit, but no, we get the reward that he promises once we quit. You got the Hylian Shield. This legendary shield is imbued with the heroic power, making it completely indestructible. Come back for another battle time. And I am not going to do that anytime for now, at all. We got the shield. Finally, I can beat this game with a shield rather than run this whole game with shieldless, honestly, because otherwise, it's not really going to do too much, because legit, it just is there. This is. But I feel like, regardless when we're fighting the Mites, I have a feeling that he's able to just destroy our shield without any issues, so gotta be careful on that. Anyways, now that we're finished with that, oh my god, I've been here for an hour and battling. I don't know what's worse, battling the other guys again, or battling with the motion controls for it to work with me. It made me so pissed off, honestly. I hope once I do the voiceover, I'm able to properly give my final thoughts on the matter, but realistically, I hated it. And there you go, wake up Link. Now that we do that, I don't know how long this episode is gonna be. It's hours for me, but I have a feeling that it's not too long. So we're gonna spend the whole thing finding 100%ing this whole area. So, we're gonna go and focus on. Do I? Is there? Is there? No. That's good. There's no. That means there's no goddess cubes in the sacred in the the sea of sand anywhere. The fuck are you doing, Link? So I'm gonna go meet you guys. Meet you guys back where, back at the Laundry Desert, and hopefully 100% with the goddess cubes in this area. So, meet you guys where we need to be. All right. The first goddess cube is this area. Is this one, honestly? Because I did not know. I didn't get this one, which is weird. But I think we needed a hook shot. But honestly, we really didn't, because we could just get on the platforms over here. Can we actually? Do we really need platforms? Oh, we did. Never mind. I thought we were able to get up here just regularly, but no, we needed the hook shot for that. The other ones, where is it? It's around here, so go meet you over there. And the next one's over there. We just need to go through this cave and do the hook shot trick again. This is where I came here with the to find the piece of heart right here with the bombs, because I was like, oh look, there's a whole broken area that we can just get. So we just need to go through this whole section and just go. And I think there's like big Jew jelly right here, if memory serves. Yep, that's a big one. Goodbye! Haha, you're not gonna get me, because you're actually the toughest enemy I have ever had to face, because the Jew jellies actually end up electrocuting me more than the actual regular enemies, you know, actually regular Jew the other jellies, honestly. Oh my god, I don't know. I feel so happy now. Finally finished with the fucking whole thing, honestly. So now I don't need to worry about it anymore. Oh, I hated that. I really hated the boss rush. I will stand by it. I will stand by that. To my whole, what I said before, a boss rush is a lazy thing to do. Not as long as it was a challenge and something like that, it's cool and all. But otherwise, I find that as most annoying thing, regardless, to ever have it be mandatory. Honestly, like legit, why would you want that to be mandatory? Like legit, there's some games that actually have you required to do it. And is that everything? It is. It is. Please, that is everything. Everything, 100%. I hope we 100% it. Because legit, I'm going to go do another final survey around these areas. But otherwise, I think that's it. I know there's one right here, which we ended up getting. I know we got majority of this here, so it's no longer beeping. I hope we got everything that we need at the sand ship and everything. I think we did. I do think we did. Along with the Lanru Sansi. I'll do a final check-in, but regardless, I'll meet you guys at the sky if it is. If not, then I'll meet you in the next goddess cube. But I think it is. I think straight up it is the last of the goddess cubes. And I was right. It was the last of the goddess cubes. So in that area, and I'm happy about that. Hopefully I'm able to tell if it is, if I did get all the goddess cubes. But realistically, we completed it. We completed everything. We 100%ed the piece of hearts. We 100%ed the goddess cubes. We got the final life medal. Oh my god, thank you. Thank you for that. So now we have a complete 2 rows of hearts. I am happy about that. And now we got that one. I want to see what this one has to give us. So I'll meet you guys over here. And the last one is down here. Just go dive, Link. Dive into the water. Thank you. And now we are able to go through here. Remember, if memory serves, there was a one. Can you please swim up? There was one goddess treasure in here. Yep. We ended up finding this earlier, but we couldn't do anything about it because legit, it was not activated. Because I was like, what the hell what is this meant for? And we got the heart medal. Your pouch is full. The item was sent to the item. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that, honestly. It just automatically said. I think back in the actual Wii, you weren't able to accept it. It just automatically goes back in the chest. But since it goes back to the item check, oh, that's such a good one. Oh my god. I could have sworn. I think that's the case because I remember someone was complaining back in the Wii that whenever you don't find a treasure, or like whenever you have your inventory full, it just stays in there. Thank God that wasn't the case. Oh my god. Now that we finished that, you might be wondering, are we finished with the whole series now? Like, are we done? No, there's still some stuff left, honestly. And I don't know how long this episode is. It's gonna be a long one, honestly, but who knows. I'm gonna show off all the gratitude crystals that we need to get because legit, there are some gratitude crystals we need to get for bats. We need 80 more. So we need if memory serves 80, right? Yeah, we need 80. So we're missing 9 in total. So we gotta do that right now. So I'll make it night first because we can only get gratitude crystals at night. So making sure remember that. But otherwise, I think we should be fine. And I think we are able to get it. So I'll meet you guys once it's nighttime. And now that we make it nighttime, we can just use our dazzling ability to find it. I think one of them's over here. I think around here, around this whole porch, right? Yeah, it's right here. It's right here. It's right here. It's right here. There you go. We found one. One's right here. In this whole area. Oh, if it shows me, I don't know why we have to always do that. Right here, in the bottom of this whole bridge area, and it seems like there's gonna be one down here too. All right then. And there is some in the sparring hall actually. Since it's pointing up, around here. Oh, there's one up there. Is that it? Yeah, it's just the one up here. So kind of weird. We're gonna use our beetle in order for us to get it. And like, good look at the guy. He's still awake apparently. He's like, "What do you want? Like, why are you here?" I'm sorry, man. I just came here for that one gratitude crystal, honestly. Is there anything more here? No, that's it. So we have to go over there. And it seems like there's some in the dormitory as well because it keeps pointing me over here. It's like, it points like, it's right here in there. So, alright, then we have to go in here. Alright, so I'll meet you guys inside where it might be. And there's one in this plant right here. It seems like I was blind, apparently. I couldn't find this one. And now we have 74. Where's the other 6 more? And I'm here in this cave where we first try to go find our loftling, by the way. If you talk to this, there's a lot of butterflies around here. If you play your harp, this guy will appear. And he actually offers you, not hints, but actually rare items, which is really cool because you can just sell them. You can buy them from him if you want to upgrade your equipment, which we actually are not going to try to do so, honestly. Because in my opinion, I don't want to really upgrade too much. I don't want to do a full upgrade. I know that's a part of the 100%ing to upgrade all your stuff, but honestly, I don't really think it is so. But anyways, I came over here because there's a gratitude crystal around here, so we ended up getting 75 now. We need 5 more. It's underneath here, so it was just pointing me like, oh, it's right here, down here. Yeah, it's this one right here. And now then, do I have to point up? No, that's okay. We don't need to worry about it. The only thing we need to go up is probably around over there. So yeah, we need to come over here where the bird is. Memory. I think this is where the bird is, right? Yep, right here. And since we came over here, we get 1 gratitude crystals. I feel like these locations are based on where some people probably felt gratitude. Like when we freed the bird felt gratitude right here. And when we talked to Zelda over here, where she felt like something's watching her, that's that's where she felt. Because when we talked to her, she felt a little gratitude towards us for comforting her. So kind of cool, honestly. And then with the whole training area, we talked to the guy who ended up helping us out. Even though he is our teacher and everything, but he felt some gratitude that we actually decided to learn from him. So I feel like that's what some of the gratitude he felt for us. Right there. So, but that's my opinion. But anyways, I'll meet you guys where we need to collect the other one. So, BRB. And one right here in this area when we have to like climb up through the vines. There's one right here. So that's 77 now. We need 3 more. Now that we have 3 more, we can talk to bats. So, we're almost done. We're almost done. And one right here by the pumpkin area. So, that makes 78. So, we need 2 more to go. So kind of easy that it's right here. So it's easy to know where it is. Now this one was a bit tricky, but I ended up finding out. Since gratitude crystals do appear in nighttime, we can't really use our loftwing during the nighttime, only in the mornings. Or daytime, I mean. You have to remember, like, where other areas can we go find the gratitude crystals? Well, one of them being Beetle's Island. And if you saw right there, it was on top of Beetle's house right there. I ended up like finding that out through my friend, honestly, because I'm surprised how he knows, how my friend Cap knows everything. Honestly, I was like, "Did you get the one at the Beetle?" And I was like, "No, I did not." And apparently there's another one in a certain area, an area that we all know and love. So I'll meet you guys over there. And the last one being here at this pumpkin patch, where at the lumpy pumpkin or whatever it's called, we find our last 80 gratitude crystal. Cool. And before I go and meet up Bats, I need to go talk to this guy and see what he has to say during the night time. Nothing better than a 30-day's work to make a guy feel alive, especially when I see that girl makes all the tires don't just melt away. Say, have you seen the way she's been eyeing me? I think maybe the girl's falling for me. Let me tell you, it makes me want to work even harder tomorrow. Hey. I'm forward of interracial stuff and everything with interracial relationships and stuff like that, but I don't know though. I think you're too old, and also she's too young. And also, isn't she like only eyeing you because you look different compared to the other people that she's known? Well, then again, you know what they say. Some women do prefer older men, huh? But anyway, shut up, Ricky. More like mature men rather than older men. But anyways, I'll meet you guys back to with Bats. And finally, we're done. 100%ed everything that we need to do. Heart pieces, goddess cubes, gratitude crystals, and side quests. All we need is just beat the game, and that's it. Oh my, you've gathered 80 gratitude crystals. If I'm not mistaken, that's all the gratitude crystals in the whole wonderful world. Thank you ever so much. Please accept this final gift with all my gratitude. And we got the Tycoon wallet. We 100%ed the wallet, apparently. Now with the wallet, you can match with the with cavernous capacity, luxurious quality of this one. It can store up to jaw-dropping 9,000 rupees. Yay. This is an embarrassingly small token of my gratitude, but I hope it will be useful to you. Oh dear! With this, I can have all the gratitude crystals I require to become human! I wonder if I'll really be able to make a transformation. My heart is all full to her. Oh, it's happening! I'm transforming! Oh! And guess what? He's finally human. Tall, but derpy looking. But he's human regardless. Well, how do I look, my dear friend Link? Oh, you needn't say it. I can tell that from the look of your sheer astonishment on your face. My appearance has changed so dramatically that you struck speechless, haven't you? Well, yeah, actually. Allow me to tell you this. There's simply no word of your language to describe how grateful I am for your help. I am deeply touched. Just say thank you, man. Just say thank you. From now on, I plan to live happily with everyone else. Not as a monster, but as another human being. I'm glad to hear that. Well, you're surprised. I bet for a moment there, you could recognize who was standing before you. It's quite understandable. Really, everything is so new and different. I don't even feel like myself. Funny. And there is one treasure chest we can get right here, which is another medal, but honestly, we're not doing that because I'd rather not do that. It's not really worth the money. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. That last reward sucks, didn't it? There was no point of that, because legit, now that he's human, kudos to him. But what's the point of this? Legit, what is the point of this wallet? 9,900 when we are never in our life in this game ever gonna need 9,000 rupees. It's realistically a slap in the face because we're not gonna ever reach that number. And why would we? Because it's not really useful. It would be cool if there was like a item, like let's say back in Twilight Princess, a item with an armor that you can just be invincible, but it will just deplete your rupees whenever you get hit. But there's no item such as like that. There's no item at all for that. So I don't understand why that's a whole thing. It really doesn't mean anything. It's just they're just bragging rights. But otherwise, regardless though, we 100%ed the game. Legit. We haven't really uh, we haven't really gotten all the insects, but honestly we kind of did with the whole bug game, and also the bird's feather, which is weird because we haven't really come across this, and this is not really a rare item too, and meanwhile this one is kind of weird though. But either way, we 100%ed everything, and we 100%ed everything minus the equipment and stuff like that, and feathers and the insects. But regardless, we have already completed everything. I'm gonna go meet at the bazaar and see if I can actually upgrade my shield. But if not, then if not, well, I'll just see if there's anything else I can upgrade there. So BRB. And apparently we can't really upgrade our shield, so since it's already indestructible. The only thing we needed to upgrade is this one, which we don't have the tumbleweed. Honestly, we could just go do that on my own time, but I probably won't do that. And sacred bow. Honestly, I should just focus on this. But regardless, I am happy. I don't think we need it. It's not mandatory. It is there for 100% rights and everything, but otherwise, I'm practically already 100% of this game. Theoretically. But anyways, that's going to be it for this episode. Next episode, I'm going to go back, off my own screen time, I'm going to go back to Sacred Grounds. But either way, the next episode, we're going to go beat the game, defeat the mice. And probably going to be the end of this Let's Play. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later. What did this button do?